Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to Morning Stir with Yolanda Worldwide on YouTube. It is a focus fasting edition. We are on day 4 of expecting greater in 2025. And let me be the first to say I'm so incredibly blessed that you are here with me. I am in a new location. You can probably see the background of traveling. And let me give a disclaimer. I am hopeful that the internet will hold out. Didn't have great internet in my space last night, but we're going to do whatever we have to do to get this through. And even if you have to come back as a replay, but I'm so glad you're here. Let me address those of you who are joining in as a replay viewer. I am so glad you're here. Go ahead and leave your mark by leaving a hashtag replay in the public comments. And then if you're brand new, let me know that as well while you're going on and subscribing, and enable the notifications by clicking on the little bell so that you don't miss anything that I do in the future. We have a lot of incredible things happening here at Yolanda Worldwide on YouTube, and I want you to be a part of all of it. I'm happy for those of you who are jumping on live with me this morning. I guess I could say a lot to share, but not so much. So we are going to be praying in the spirit for 15 minutes. So definitely hang with us through that, especially if you're wanting your heavenly language. I just want you to just bask in that as we are together. And then we are also going to be, I'll share whatever the Lord lays upon my heart. And then I'll expound a little bit on our focus for today, which is aggressive pursuit. I do not have my focus fasting manual near me today because of where I am, but I will expound on that just a little bit. I'll talk about that. But I'm happy for those of you who are here with me. Go ahead and start sharing this broadcast. And in the meantime, I'll also tell you when you jump on these, we do have a new format where our mornings are broken in two. So you will have the time here with me for Morning Stir. And this will be Morning Stir, doesn't typically happen on a weekend, but because we are in the middle of a 21-day focus fasting for visitation, I am going to make sure that I'm here with you each of the days. I just want to be here to minister to you each of those days. And so but immediately after every day of the year, however, I do want you to know that we will be reading through the Bible together. We are in the book of Genesis. We'll be 4 days in today. We are about halfway through the book of Genesis, which is like 50 chapters. And already in 4 days, we're about halfway through. And so when you get done with Morning Stir, be sure to not just run away, but there will be a release of the Through the Bible. I just got the notification just a few minutes ago that is coming up in about 27 minutes. So I will be off of the Morning Stir broadcast in time for you to catch the reading of the word. We only read for about 20 to 25 minutes together. The whole broadcast of that is less than 30 minutes by design to make sure that you're able to get it all in one setting. So now for those of you who are here with me live, number one, go ahead and greet me in whatever way you do in your part of the world. Number two, let me know where in the world you are joining in from. Number three, help me by clicking the little thumbs up on the screen. It does help with the algorithms. Number four, help me by sharing this broadcast. And number five, 2 steps to this. If you are, let me know in the comments, in the chat. I'm stirred up. And then I want you to declare, I'm expecting greater, because that's what our corporate fast is all about, expecting greater in 2025. I'll talk more about that if time permits at the end of this broadcast, but I'm so incredibly blessed that you are all here with me. God is doing something amazing, and I can't wait to see the fulfillment of his plan for us. All righty. So it's 5 after. I want us to get ready. Go ahead and begin praying in the Holy Ghost. Rakatamandi ele bakote kele bata. Rakatamandi ele bakore kere bataya. Rakatamande ki ele bakore kete. Rakatamandi ele bakote kele bata. Rakatamandi ele bakote kele bata. Rakatamande ki ike rekete. Rakatamandi ele bakote kele bataya. Rekete makarakata. Randi ele bakote kele bata. Rekete makarakata. Yandi ele de bakore kele bataya. Rekete mandi ele bakote kele bata. Rakatamandi ele bakote kele bata. Rekete makarakata. Randi ele bakote kele batai. Rekete makarakata. Randi ele bakote kele bata. Rekete makarakata. Randi ele bakote kele bataya. Rekete makarakata. Rande ki ele bakote kele bata. Rekete makarande. Rekete makarakata. Yelebakore bata, Randi Yelebako tekele bataya, Rekete mandi Yelebako tekele bata, Rekete makarakata, Randi Yelebakore kerebataya, Rekete makarandi Yelebako tekele bata, Rekete Yelebakore kerebataya, Rekete Yelebakore kerebataya, Randi Yelebako tekele bata, Rekete makarakataya, Rekete mandi Yelebako tekele bataya, Yele de bakore kerebata, Randi elebakote kerebata, Rakatamande ki ikerekete, Rakatamandi elebakote kerebataya, Rekete mandi elebakote kerebata, Rekete elebakore kerebataya, Randi elebakote kerebata, Randi elebakote kerebataya, Rekete elebakore kerebataya, Randi elebakote kerebata, Rakatamande ki ikerekete, Randi elebakote kerebataya, Rakatamandi elebakote kerebataya, Rakatamandi elebakote kerebata, Randi elebakote kerebataya, Yele de bakore kerebataya, Rekede de yakore kerebataya, Randi elebakote kerebata, Rande ki ikerekete, Rakatamande ki ikarakata, Randi elebakote kelebataya, Rakatamandi elebakote kelebata, Randi ikerekete, Rakatamandi elebakote kelebataya, Rekete elebakare kerebata, Randi elebakote kelebataya, Yele de bakore kerebataya, Rakatamandi elebakote kelebata, Rakatamandi elebakote kelebataya, Rakatamandi elebakote kelebataya, Rakatamandi elebakote kelebata, Rakatamandi elebakote kelebataya, Rekete elebakare kerebataya, Rakatamandi elebakote kelebata, Rakatamandi elebakore kerebataya, Rekete mande ki ikereketeya, Rakatamandi elebakote kelebataya lebakore kedebata, Randi elebakore kedebataya, Rakatamandi elebakote kedebataya, Rekete elebakore kedebata, Rakatamandi elebakote kedebataya, Rakatamandi elebakote kedebata, Rakatamande ki ikerekete, Rakatamandi elebakote kelebata, Rakatamandi elebakote kelebata, Rakatamaka rande, Rekete yalabakore kerebata, Rakatamandi ikerekete yalabakaya, Rakatamandi ikerekete, Rekete mandi yalabakore kete, Makarakatamandi yalebakote, Rekete yalabakorekete, Rakatamandi yalebakote kelebataya, Rakatamandi yeledediaka, Rakatamande ki ikerekete, Rekete mandi yalebakote ke, Rakatamandi yelebakote ke, Rakatamaka rakata, O korekete yalabataya, Rekete yalaba korekede bataya. Randi elebakote kelebata, Rakatamandi elebakote kelebataya, Rakatamande ki elebaha, Rekete yalabahaya, Rakatamandi elebakote kelebataya, Rekete yalabakorekete, Randi elebakote kelebata, Rakatamandi elebakote kelebataya, Rekete yalabakorekebata, Randi ikerekete, Rakatamandi elebakote kelebata, Rakatamandi elebakote kelebatai, Rekete alabakarakata. Yandi edebakote kelebataya. Rekete yalabakorekedebata. Rande ki ikerekete. Rekete mandi elebakote ke. Miadabakorekedebata. Rakatamandi ikerekete. Roko tamandi ikerekete. Roko tamandi ikarakata. Rakatamandi elebakote kelebataya. Rakatamandi elebakote ke. Rekete mana makarakataya. Rekete mande ki elebakoreke. Rekete mandi alabakoreke debata. Rakatamandi elebakote kelebataya. Rekete elebakoreke debata. Randi elebakote kedebataya. Randi elebakote kedebata. Yalabakore bataya, Rakatamandi elebakote kelebataya, Rakatamandi elebakote ke, Rekete makarakata, Randi elebakote kelebata, Rakatamandi ikerekete, Rakatamandi ikerekete, Randi ikarakataya, Rakatamandi elebakote ke, Rekete mandi elebakote kelebata, Rakatamandi elebakote kelebata, Rekete yalabakore bataya. Rakatamandi elebakote kelebata, mi elebakore kerebataya, Rakatamandi elebakote kerebataya, Rakataya lebakore kerebata, Randi elebakote kelebata, Rakatamandi elebakote kelebata, Rekete elebakore kerebata, Rande ki ikerekete, Rakatamandi elebakote kelebata, Rakatamandi elebakote kelebataya, Rekete elebakore kerebata, Rande ki elebakore kerebata, Rakatamandi elebakote kelebataya. Rekete yalabakare bataya, Randi elebakote kelebata, Rakatamandi elebakote kelebataya, Rekete yalabakare bata, Randi elebakote kelebataya, Rekete yalabakare bata, Rakatamandi elebakote kelebataya, Rekete yalabakare bata, Rande ki ikerekete, Makarakataya, Rekete yalabakare bataya, Rekete yalabakare bata, Mandi elebakote kelebata, Rekete yalabakare kerebataya, Rakatamandi elebakote kelebataya, Rekete yalabakare kerebata, Rakatamandi elebakote kerebataya, Rakatamandi elebakote kelebata, Yelebakare kerebataya, Randi elebakote kerebataya. Rakatamandi elebakote kelebataya, Rakatamandi elebakore kerebata, Rakataya labakore kerebataya, Rekete yalabakore kerebata, Rakatamandi elebakore kerebataya, Rekete yalabakore kerebata. Rakatamandi elebakote kelebataya labakare kelebataya, Rakatamandi elebakote kelebata, Rakatamandi elebakote kelebataya, Rekete yalabakore kelebata, Randi elebakote kelebata, Rakatamandi elebakote kelebata, Rekete yalabakare kelebata, Rakatamandi ikerekete, Makarakatandi elebakote kelebata, Rakatamandi elebakote kelebataya la, Rekete yalabakote ke, Rekete yalabakore kerebata, Miadabakore kerebata, Rakatamandi yelebakote kelebata, Rakatamandi yelebakote kelebata, Rekete yalabakore kerebataya, Yedebakore kerebata, Randi yede kote ke, Rekete mandi ikarakataya, Miadabakore kerebata, Rakatamandi yelebakote kelebataya, Rekete yalabakore kerebata, Yelebakore kerebataya, Rakatamandi yelebakote kelebata. Rakatamandi elebakote kelebata, Rakatamandi elebakote kelebataya, Rekete elebakore kelebataya, Rakatamandi elebakote kelebata, Rakatamandi ikerekete, Rakatamandi elebakote ke, Rakatamande ki ikereketeya, Roko tamandi ikerekete, Makarakataya labata, Rekete elebakore kelebataya, Niede bakode kede bataya, rekete mandi yele bakote kede bata, rekete mandi yele bakote kele bataya, rokota mandi ikerekete, rekete mandi ikerekete, rakata mandi ikerekete, rakata mandi yele bakote kede bataya. Oh, rande ki ikerekete yala bataya. Rakatamandi elebakote kelebataya labata. Rekete yeleba kore kerebata rande ki yeleba kote kelebataya rakatamandi yeleba kote kelebata rakatamande ki ikeshete rekete mandi yeleba kote kelebata rakatamandi yeleba kote kelebata yeleba kore kerebataya rakatamandi ikerekete rakatamaka rakata rekete mandi ikerekete rekete yelebakote kelebataya Rakatamandi elebakote kelebataya. Rakatamandi elebakote kelebata. Rekete elebakore kelebata. Randi ikerekete elebakote kelebata. Rakatamandi elebakote kelebata. Rakatamandi elebakote kelebataya. Rakatamandi elebakote kelebata. Rakatamandi elebakote kelebataya. Rekete elebakore kelebata. Randi elebakote kelebata. Yedebakore kelebataya. Rakatamandi elebakote kelebata. Randi ikerekete. Randi elebakore kelebata. Rakatamandi elebakote kelebata. Rekete elebakore kelebata. Rakatamandi elebakote kelebata. Niyedebakore kelebataya. Rakatamandi elebakote kelebataya. Rakatamandi elebakote kelebataya labakore kelebata randi elebakote kelebata rakatamandi elebakote kelebata rekete elebakore kelebataya rakatamandi elebakote kelebata elebakore kelebataya rakatamandi elebakote kelebata Rekete mandi ikareketea rakatamandi yelebakote ke rekete mandi yelebakote kelebataya rakatamandi yelebakote kelebata rekete yelebakore kelebata randi yelebakote kelebata rekete yelebakore kelebata randi yelebakote kelebata yelebakore kelebataya rakatamandi yelebakote ke rekete ya randi ki yelebata rande ki yelebakote kelebata rakata mande ki ikeshe rekete ma rakata mandi yelebakote kelebataya rekete yelebakore kelebataya yelebakore kelebataya labakore kelebata randi yelebakote kelebataya labakore kelebataya Rekete mandi elebakote kelebataya. Rakata mandi elebakote kelebata. Rakata mandi elebakote kedebataya. Rakata mandi elebakote kelebataya. Yedabakore kelebata. Rakata mandi ikere karakate. Randi elebakote kelebataya labakore kelebataya. Randi elebakote kelebakore kelebata. Randi alabakote kilabakote kinamandiaya. Hele de bakore kere bakore kere andi alabataya. Rakata mandi alabakote kere bataya labakore kere bata. Rakatamandi alabakote kelebataya labakore kelebata rakatamandi ikerekete mandi ikorekete rakatamandi elebakote kelebata rakatamandi elebakote kelebataya rakatamandi elebakote kelebata rakatamandi elebakote ke rekete mandi elebakote kelebataya rokotamandi elebakote kelebata Rakatamandi elebakote kelebataya labakore kerebata. Rekete mandi elebakote kerebataya labakore kerebata. Mandeki ikerebataya. Rekete mandi elebakote kelebataya. Rakatamandi elebakote kerebataya. Rekete yalabakore kerebataya. Miarabakore kerebataya labakore kerebata. Jesus. Horakatamandi alabakore kerebataya. Glory to God. As I was praying, sometimes I don't know exactly what God is doing when I just kind of slip into that place of his presence. But today, as I'm getting emotional, as I was praying, I just slipped into a place of gratitude. I was sharing earlier um, with a couple of others that yesterday, as I was traveling to South Carolina, I was in the fast lane, and a semi truck was in the middle lane and started coming into my lane. I don't know how he missed me, because I had been in that lane for quite some time and traveled up next to him, and he didn't see me. I'm assuming he didn't see me, or didn't, whatever happened in that case. But there was nothing I could really do, because the front of his truck was already in my lane, and I couldn't slam on brakes because we're in interstate traffic and cars were right behind me. So I was being sandwiched in between the concrete barrier and this semi truck. And my daughter was in the passenger seat, which was right there on the side of the truck. And my granddaughter was in the back passenger seat, which was right on that side of where the truck was now closing in on us. I was already across the yellow line. Or I mean, there was nowhere to go. And my car did hit the concrete barrier. But all I can say is the angel of the Lord was able to keep control of the car, such that we kept going straight. I believe because of the loudness of the sound of my car hitting the concrete barrier, I think that's what got the driver's attention. And because we maintained control of the car, we didn't spin out. The cars behind us didn't hit us. We made it out of the situation. And the guy knew something happened. We somehow got his attention, but he wouldn't pull over. We got off to see what had happened, the damage that was done to the car. We were all physically okay. And I didn't realize, it was such a shock. I was in shock even into last night. We were going on as things, and it would come up in conversation, but we were going on as things hadn't happened, that it didn't happen, but not intentionally. And I woke up this morning really thinking how bad that could have been for myself, my daughter, and my granddaughter. And then just now, I remembered I got a text message from someone I hadn't been. Our last contact was August of last year. Pastor Harley, who hosted us for the very first prophetic catapult here in South Carolina. And she had no idea I would be coming to South Carolina this weekend and that I wanted to see her. But I just believe that all of this is prophetic because this word came to me. She texted me before I left my house. And I'm going to be done in 5 minutes because you're going to get through the word. But at 10:58 a.m., she texts me these words. And we had, mind you, in my thing, no contact since August 12th of last year. September, October, November, December, January, 5 months, grace, I'll call it. And she said, blessings, you have been resting on my mind. I believe that God is doing a work within you. He is during this fast. I don't know what it is about this fast, but God's doing something incredible. She said, I have been singing the song, I will do a new thing in you. Whatever you ask for, whatever you pray for, it won't be denied, saith the Lord. Love always, Pastor Harley. She couldn't have known how much I needed those words this week. In that moment, I couldn't have known I would need those words as an assurance that God's doing something in me. I couldn't be taken out on the interstate because of what God is doing within me and what I believe He wants to do through me. I'm going to say to you all, as I'm going to close out this morning, day 4 is aggressive pursuit. That's the focus for today. Aggressive pursuit. Y'all, we can't give up. We can't give in. We can't throw in the towel. Absolutely, Val. Absolutely. It sounds like the word released yesterday. When you, as a matter of fact, Val, I'll say this. When you sent us, a few of us, that word that you heard yesterday, immediately I thought about the text, but I was in so much shock. I wanted to send it to you all. I was just in a really odd place after what had happened with us yesterday. But immediately my mind went to that word when you shared the word that you shared with us. It won't be denied, people of God. Aggressive pursuit. Today, our instructions were to pray in the Spirit at least 15 minutes, which we have. Today's reading is Acts chapter 4. Y'all, don't forsake these. Get through these instructions. And please sit with God for some time and write whatever you're seeing and whatever you're sensing as you're spending time with God. I'll read to you 1 Samuel 30:8, and then I'll close out. And David inquired of the Lord, saying, shall I pursue after this troop? Shall I overtake them? And he answered, pursue, for thou shalt surely overtake them, and without fail recover all. That is your promise from the Lord today. If you have the Focus Fasting Manual to the 21-day guide, please make sure you take time to read the entire devotional for today. Y'all, let's really stick it out during these 21 days of fasting. God has some incredible things to do. And for those of you who are here live, please don't go away. As soon as I click this off, in just a few seconds, you're going to get the notification for Through the Bible with Yolanda Worldwide, and reading in Genesis chapters 20 through 24, I believe, is today. So I'll say now as I'm logging off, God bless you And I love you with the love of Jesus. And I will be back tomorrow morning as well. Blessings to you all.